When Satan sends his demons out to oppress you, they already have a full portfolio of you. Full portfolio of you. This is a friend that could have known you since she was 2, 1, 0.5. They know you. They know exactly which buttons to push and exactly which order to push them in. Those demons have an entire profile worked up on you so they won't have to waste time experimenting on which temptations are going to work best. They know just where you are vulnerable. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Obviously today I'm alone because that fish couldn't bother to leave her house. So that fish will continue swimming in the sea with other fishes, but not me, okay? No, I'm joking. Guys, obviously today she was at work. She was at work, so she couldn't come today, but I felt like I still needed to record today, and I woke up inspired. I woke up feeling blessed, and I woke up feeling happy. Also, I felt like I needed to speak about turning 25 because I've been having a lot of thoughts lately, even before I turned 25, and I just felt like, wow, like I've actually made it and I'm actually 25. So obviously today, like I said, my topic is talking about turning 25, but I feel like the way I've woken up today, I feel like I'm going to be speaking about so many other things. So in advance, I apologize because I know I can go on and on and on and on, but sometimes it's needed because you need to hear it. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed already. Thank you to everyone that's commenting, that's liking, that's watching our videos, that's also like, you know, messaging us and giving us like great feedback. We love you and we see what you're doing. We appreciate you. And those of you that are sitting there watching, not clicking, not even commenting or liking, you better just start subscribing, okay? Thank you. Those of you that don't know, I am 25, looking like I'm 12. So yeah, it's I mean, some people may watch this video and think, you're only 25, like it's not a big deal, you know, it's not that deep, and you know, but for me it's a big deal. I'm grateful to actually be able to see this age, and I'm grateful to actually get to this point where I'm now building that strength to actually be like, okay, cool, this is what I want for my life, this is what I'm gonna be doing, and this is, you know, like just all these kind of things. So let's take it back to like a month before turning 25. Yeah. Obviously, I just realized I say obviously a lot. A month before turning 25, so yeah, like around Jan, just actually when, yeah, New Year, January, 1st of January, let's just say, I was getting like age anxiety. I was having age anxiety, and it's just like, I was feeling like, oh my God, like I'm turning 25, like I'm still in uni, like I haven't like set myself up to be like, you know, this businesswoman that I'm trying to be, or like I'm not getting enough money, like I'm not financially stable. I just had so many things like running through my mind, like, and I'll just be getting upset about these kind of things. And obviously, okay, we gotta ban that word, obviously, yeah? Next time I say obviously, you guys don't subscribe. No. Oh, what? I was just gonna say obviously. Anyway, so these things were getting to me, and I was just thinking, you know what, like, you know, some of my friends have graduated, and don't get me wrong, I don't feel a type of way about it, but it's just like, wow, like, you know, we all left school together, we all left college together, so it's just like, I feel like I'm kind of, I was feeling like I was kind of like way back, like I'm so, you know, I kept on saying to myself, wow, like you're turning 25 now, shit is about to get real. For me, it's like, I've always kind of been the one that people feel like she's still a baby. Do you understand? Like, people still feel like, oh, Tisha, like, Tisha this, Tisha that, like, oh, you have to, like, people kind of like were still having kind of a sort of control over my life, and I was kind of letting that happen a lot. So I feel like turning 25 was just, for me, it was like, this is the next step to actually being an adult. Like, you become an adult when you're 18, but now it's like 25. Do you understand? Like, it's like, I am officially an adult. And I just felt like, I just started feeling like, wow, for 25 years of my life, all I've been doing is letting people control me, letting people control what I do, where I go, what I want to study, what I want, like, just different things, you understand? And I started feeling like, now, this is now the time for me to take control of my own life. And I felt, and it started becoming like a scary thing for me. Why I say scary is because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that as much as I say to myself, like, I'm an independent independent woman, like, independent young woman. Yeah, as much as I say to myself, I'm an independent young woman, I do believe that I am an independent young woman, and a lot of people around me do tell me that, and I believe it. But I just started feeling like I still have little traits of leaning onto people when, like, I want to do something. I always have to get somebody's approval. Do you understand? As much as, if I say to, for example, let's just say, if I say to myself, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go away in 6 months and be like, travel for 6 months, go traveling for 6 months, I would have to ask somebody and be like, or just speak to somebody like, oh, I want to go traveling for 6 months. Like, do you think it's a good idea? Do you, like, obviously it's so, anyway, whatever. It's good to have people's opinions. Do you understand? But I think the thing for me, I would let people's opinions get to me. Like, for example, if I go to somebody and say, oh yeah, I want to travel for 6 months, and that person says, nah, I think you shouldn't travel for 6 months. I think you should just probably do 2, because maybe, like, you won't have enough money, like, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that person said, I hope I'm making sense, yeah? So, yeah, like, I would let people's opinions get to me, and I'll start thinking about it, and I'll be like, oh, but that person said I have to do this. So, like I said, as much as I was like, as much as I believe that I am an independent young woman, I still felt like I had traits of leaning onto people and having to get people to accept and approve of certain decisions that I would make. So, like, going back to the month before turning 25, I had a lot of breakdowns that people did not know about. And I'm not going to go around screaming and say, guys, I'm having breakdowns. Please. When I was having these breakdowns, I didn't even know why I was having these breakdowns. I just kept on feeling emotional. Like, I kept on feeling down. I had days where I was just like, I would just feel like, oh, I don't want to speak to anyone. I really ghosted from certain people. Like, obviously people that I used to talk to a lot and stuff, I just really ghosted. A lot of people were like, you just, you know, where have you been? Like, but it was just me trying to figure out what it was that was making me feel this way. I kept on getting different excuses. Oh, I feel like this, uni, this. But when it came down to the point of why these breakdowns was happening, it wasn't really the reasons that I was thinking it was. Does that make sense? Until I had a conversation with my cousin, and she was just like, do you know what it is? Like, I feel like, I personally feel like it's because you're not ready to grow up. And when she said that, I was just like, wow. Like, I went home and I was going home, I was on the bus, and I was just like, that's it. Like, I am having these breakdowns. I'm feeling this way because I'm at an age where it's like, you're now an adult and you have to grow up, but you're not ready for that, the adult responsibility. Do you understand? And I was just like to myself, oh my God, like, she's actually nailed it. Like, I'm not ready to grow up. Like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for the responsibilities. I'm not ready, like, and Is, you know, like I look at some people today and I see like, okay, they're 25 or like 25 and they're having babies and they're having kids. I'm like, nah, I'm not saying that you must have kids and you must be married by 25. No, that's not what I'm saying. But obviously I look at some of my friends and I've seen that they're married, they have kids, like they're doing well for themselves. And I'm really happy. But then everyone always has that expectation of, you have to be 20, when you're 25, you have to be married. You have to have 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. I just thought to myself, like, all I've been doing is trying to meet up with people. When I say meet up with people, what I mean is trying to be like, by 25, I will be engaged, I will be married, or I'll be married, I will be having these kids, I will be finished with uni, I will have my life set. Listen, your timing is not God's timing. That's one thing I will tell you. Everybody's timing is different. I may have a 16-year-old friend that is doing millions of things right now, like, or I wouldn't have a 16-year-old friend, but you know, I may be surrounded by a 16-year-old person that will be doing the most. And me at 25, I'm still working in retail. Do you understand? But everyone's timing is different. Like, you don't know how people get to certain positions. Do you understand? And I feel like sitting and dwelling and thinking, oh, you know, now I'm 25, now I'm 20, now I'm 21. Like, I have to be in this certain situation, certain position because my friend is there. Like, my friends are doing this. Like, listen, I need you guys to throw that out the window. I need you to throw it out the window. I even need you to take it to the toilet, flush it down the toilet and buy it, boom, because life doesn't work like that. Do you understand? Life does not work like that. And the more that you start thinking about these things and trying to reach up to people and trying to be in the same level as your friends, you will constantly be depressed. You will constantly feel down. You will constantly wake up and have these breakdowns and stuff, like, you know what I mean? It was then when I thought to myself, I'm not ready to grow up, but I'm going to try to make myself be ready. Do you understand? I'm going to try now. I'm going to be trying to do things that works for me. You know what I mean? I'm no longer that little girl anymore. I'm no longer that little girl that people can control and be like, Tisha, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, no, I'm no longer like that. I'm no longer that little girl, sorry. And I have to now take control of my life. Now we're getting somewhere. So day by day, I started telling myself, Tisha, you're 25 and life is not a joke anymore. You need to do things for yourself and get to a point where you're proud of yourself. Do you know what I mean? Don't stop doing things for people. Do things that make you happy. Like, every morning I will wake up and I'll say, I'm happy because, and then I'll finish off the sentence, or I'll say, I'm gonna do this for me. I'm learning to now balance things out. Like, I'm learning to, okay, cool, this is what I want to do. For example, I want to write a book. Another example, I want to make a movie. That's projects that I want to do. Do you understand? I can't do everything at once. I have to split them out. I need to give time for the book, give time for the movie, give time for this, give time for things. Don't try and do everything at once. Don't try and just cramp yourself with, oh, I must do this, oh, tomorrow, oh. Please. Now, next step is cutting my hair and going low. I kept on saying I'm gonna cut my hair, and I had friends that would be like, why are you cutting your hair? Leave your hair, let your hair grow, let it do this, let it do this. Now, when I was getting my hair cut, the guy that was cutting my hair was like, oh, is this the first time you've cut your hair? And I was just like, no, it's not the first time I've cut my hair, but sitting in a salon and getting my hair done professionally, this is the first time. And I just thought to myself, wow, I've actually never sat in a salon. Anyway, I probably have, but I can't remember, but I've never actually sat in a salon and done my hair and got my hair done, and like, I've never done that. And I was like, nah, but getting my hair done in the salon is the first time. And he was just like, oh, okay, so what was the reason why you wanted to cut your hair? And I was just like, oh, because I'm turning 25. And he was just like, is that it? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm turning 25 and I feel like I'm about to make a change. And as I said that, he was just like, interesting. And I went back home, and when I got my hair done and I cut my hair and stuff, and I left the salon, I just felt brand new. Like, I felt like the hair that he had cut off my hair was basically, him cutting off my hair was basically like him cutting off all my problems. I don't know if this sounds, I don't know how this sounds, but it will sound weird, but it felt like him cutting off my hair and me going short is like he had cut off half of my problems. And I left there and I was just like, wow, like I feel brand new. I actually feel like I'm turning 25, and I feel like I'm ready for change. I'm ready to now accept myself growing up. Now, I'm not telling you to go and cut your hair when you're turning 25 or 21 or whatever just to feel grown, no. But for me, I just felt like cutting my hair was just literally cutting off all my problems. Not all of my problems, because I still have the hair there, yeah. But it was me cutting off the main problems that were stressing me and that were like giving me all these anxieties and the depression and stuff. And it just I felt free. I felt like I'm a brand new person. I felt good. I even had a photo shoot, and I was just like, for my photo shoot, I want to have blonde hair. I just want to have blonde hair. Like I've never like tried the actual blonde that I had. Like I've had blonde hair, but it's never been like oh my god, blonde wig, and no, I was just like, I want to have blonde hair. It was just these little changes, like that just really meant something to me. And people don't understand that hair is so important. When Solange just sang that song, Don't Touch My Hair, listen, I felt that song. Like, it changes somebody. Like, it gives people confidence. It gives people, like, it makes you feel a human. Do you understand? And I feel like that's one thing that I appreciate on myself, like my hair. As much as I feel like, oh my god, I was nappy, I was this, but the fact that I can change it up so I can feel brand new, I feel like that's one thing that I appreciate, and I'm grateful for. Do you understand? Because there's some people out there that doesn't have hair, you know what I mean? And they can't do anything to their hair. But we that have the hair, we can change it up anytime. We can cut it, we can grow it, we can braid it, we can do whatever. Like, appreciate your hair, because for me, I felt like a brand new person. I felt like I can actually do things with myself. I feel grown. It makes me feel grown. It makes me feel that, listen, it sounds weird, but whenever I get my hair done, I'm so confident. It's the same with men. Whenever they cut their hair and they get a haircut, they feel confident, they feel nice, they feel good. So that's the main reason why I cut my hair, because I just wanted a change. I wanted to feel like I'm now growing. I wanted to feel like this independent woman that people have been saying that, yeah, you're an independent woman. This independent woman that I have been believing myself to be. And that's how I felt when I left the salon. And I felt like, you know what, like my hair, that was the best decision that I made, cutting my hair. Next point is getting to know God. Now, I've had so many conversations with people about like religious conversations and getting to know God. And I mean, I've said this so many times to people, you can never ever force somebody to have a relationship with God, because it comes from the inside. There's plenty of people that go to church and their mind's not even there. They're only going to church just for the sake of being in church. Like, just for the sake of being seen in church. Oh, she was there on Sunday. Oh, he was there on Sunday. But what are you really going to church for? I'm not going to sit here and preach to you guys and be like, oh, you must find Jesus. You might find God. The time is come. No, I'm not going to do that, because everybody's walk with God is different. And I mean, like, I've come across people before where it's like, they've forced me to go to church. And it's just like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, no, leave me alone. Do you understand? Like, I wake up and I'm not saying that I don't wake up in the morning and pray, or I'm not saying that, oh, like, I've never ever read my Bible or whatever. No, like, it's a process. Like, you learn these things and you get better at it. And you can't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, I know God, and you know, I'm a Christian, I'm faithful, I'm this, I'm that, because most people that you know, I'm even here to judge, but we'll leave that one for another day. Sometimes God has given me signs and I just don't know it's from him. You know what I mean? I've missed his signs and I've only come to realize it after. And it's like, but you know what? God is a loving God all the time. He's a loving God. Even when you miss those signs, he will always give you signs, like maybe later down the line, and that's when you understand him. Do you get what I mean? So my walk with God has been a very strange one, and it's been really hard, and it's been on and off, but it's one thing that I am willing to actually make a priority, and actually like it's one thing that I really want to do, and I have to do it. I'm going to do it. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, I am a Christian, and I do believe there's a God. So like, it's don't feel pressured. I just feel like in today's generation, we're getting a lot of pressure. Like, we feel pressured. I feel like everyone just feel like they need to be in church just to be like, oh, I know God, and I'm baptized, or I'm this, I'm that. Do it so that it's true to you, because God can see your heart. No one else can see your heart. Do you understand? When you're doing these things, do it for you, your heart, yourself, and God. Don't do it to please other people. Do it because you feel it's right. Do it because you believe in yourself that this is what I'm going to do. I'm ready to find God. Now, I've come across a lot of people where and I can truly see that they have found God, and I can truly see that their journey with God is really beautiful. And I've also seen people where it's like they're only doing it just for fashion. Please do it so that it's true to yourself. The next point that we're going to talk about, I just feel like this video is going to be so long, but we're talking about 25. The next point we're going to talk about is friends. Friends. When you grow, yeah, the same friends that you had when you was like 16, 12, 10, 5. Don't get me wrong, some of them will stay. Maybe one. Maybe that one friend that you had when you was 5 will stay. But not all of them will stay. Let me tell you, not all of them will stay, and that is okay. It's okay to lose friends. It's okay to lose friends. Let me repeat it again. It is okay to lose friends, okay? Sometimes you lose them and you don't even know that I've lost them. Like, you don't know. They just gradually disappear. They just go and live their life, and you just stop talking, or it just doesn't work. Like, or you just feel like, you know what, live your life, I'm gonna love you from afar. Listen, it's okay to lose friends, yeah? And I just feel like sometimes people feel like they have to cling on to that 5 years of friendship, that 10 years of friendship. That you don't have to. Sometimes the people that you're surrounded with, the people that you're surrounding yourself with are bad for you. And on that note, let me read something that I was reading today. I'm not even gonna, listen, it's from the Bible, yeah. And I'm not gonna sit here and be preaching to you, because I don't have time for that. I recommend this Bible. I recommend it. It's really good for you women. Yes, for us women. I'm gonna read all of them. I'm just gonna read the part that I've highlighted, because I feel like this is really, really really good. So it says, whoever you are, the enemy has been studying you all your life, spying on you, checking you out, figuring out which temptations will work best for you. This could be your own friend. This could be your own boyfriend. This could be your own sister. If they can relate to your sin, if they are guilty of the same thing, it will be labeled acceptable. If not, if your weakness is not the same as theirs, it will be unacceptable. We all tend to gravitate towards people who have similar infirmities. Yeah, right. If we hang around people who are just like we are, we become comfortable calling right wrong, or thinking the abnormal is normal. We feed the sin in them and they feed the sin in us. We help their weakness continue and they help us. Instead of healing one another, we make one another worse. Right. He brings people into our lives who are strong in areas where we are weak, and people who are weak in areas where we are strong. When Satan sends his demons out to oppress you, they already have a full portfolio of you. Full portfolio of you. This is a friend that could have known you since she was 2, 1, 0.5. They know you. They know exactly which buttons to push and exactly which order to push them in. Those demons have an entire profile worked up on you so they won't have to waste time experimenting on which temptations are going to work best. They know just where you are vulnerable. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. We thank you every day. Your friends that you say, oh, I've known them since I was 0.2 in my mummy's belly. I've known them since I was in space. Oh, but they know you. Yes, you know them and they know you. They're studying you. Yeah, they are trying to work on your life so that you fail. Do you understand? You fail, not them. This can even be your boyfriend that you've been with for 10 years. If he doesn't love you, if he's toxic, if he's just manipulating you, if he's just doing things just because he needs to feel like the man and he's happy and he wants to feel like he's in control, he will break you. He will do things so that you fail and you are going to be so blind and you're not even going to see it. So let me tell you something. It's okay to lose friends. It's okay to lose that man that's been there for 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, 2 years, 1 year, 1 day. And he's not treating you right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know if you want me to sing it for you or you want me to rap it for you, but I'm telling you, it's okay. Yes. You don't need these toxic people in your life. You don't need them. Do you understand? And as you grow, I feel like it's a thing that as you grow up, you tend to know that, you know what? I don't need anyone. Even if it's my family member, I don't need you. As long as I have myself and I have God, that is it. And as long as I have the people who truly love me and truly make me happy. Let me tell you one thing here. Now, this is not even a shade to any of my friends because my friends know that I love them more. That they know I love them, yeah. But let me tell you, I have friends that I've known for so long, yeah, so long. And for me, birthdays are really, really, really important to me. It's so important and it's something that's so special to me. I've had so many birthdays where I've done like dinners or outings and like my own good friends that I call good friends, they didn't turn up. It's always a like, oh, I couldn't make it, sorry, work. You had a month or 2 to call and tell them that you won't be able to work on that date. Oh, sorry, my cat died. You had a month or 2 to give your cat medicine. Oh, sorry, I couldn't make it because I broke my leg. You had a month or 2 to make sure that you walked in faith and to make sure that you was able to walk in the right way, in the right path. But no, you didn't. Only on the 25th of February, you wanted to come and tell me that, oh, I broke my leg, my cat died, oh, I couldn't make it because I had to go work. It's just little things like me organising something for people and then people don't turn up, like going on Facebook and searching old friends. Oh, hi, I'm having a party. I haven't spoken to you for 5 years. What you come to do my party? I ain't spoken to you for 2. What were we talking about? Oh, hey, how are you? No, I don't care. Every single time I have like an outing or a party or something, yeah, I only have 2 main people. You can know somebody for 10 years, but that person that's come a month, that you've known for 1 month, will always be there more than that person that's been there for 10 years, or more than that person that's been there for 5. When you're doing things and, oh, my friends didn't turn up, oh my God, like, your friends are never gonna turn up. Maybe your fan that you don't even know that's in Malawi, whatever that place is called. I don't know what this, I don't know where. That, you know, maybe your fan that's in Dubai will probably buy a ticket and come. because they support you more than the person that's right next to you. And that's the honest truth. That is the honest truth. You can lose friends and it's okay. That person that's always said that they will be there forever, they support you forever, no. You like to surround yourself with people that you're comfortable with, and that, you know, when you do wrong, they feel like, oh no, it's okay, you can do it. You can do it, it's fine, let's do it together. Because they want to see you fail. And then when you fail, oh my God, I didn't tell you to do that. I see you, people. I see you. I see you, and God will strike you down. I see you. But yeah, guys, like, honestly speaking, like, that's my journey of turning 25. You know, like, it hasn't been an easy road, but I can tell you today that I sit here and I'm happy with the way that I'm happy with this pace of mine. I'm happy with it, and that's all that matters. I'm happy with this pace. I don't want my life to go any faster. I don't want it to go any slower. I'm happy with this pace that I'm walking in. If it's too slow for you, then bye. If it's too fast for you, then you stay back there. This is the same pace that I'll be walking in until I'm ready to actually be like, you know what, press that faster button and I need to walk faster. But I don't see that happening anytime soon, because God didn't say press play. He said carry on walking in that step. Carry on walking in that walk, and carry on walking that path, and carry on walking in that pace. And I will carry on walking in that pace. So you are not going to come and tell me, oh, Tanisha, you're 25, you need to have kids, you know. You need to get married. Why don't you have kids? If I stay here any longer, I will carry on just bombarding everybody here, and you will cry. Just make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and you carry on watching us.